Hi, I'm Dr. Andrea Labuti, and today I'm going to answer this autism question. My child is becoming more and more aggressive at school. What should I do? Now, I get asked that question a lot because as teenagers, lots of hormonal changes, lots of frustrations coming out. Parents need to know, what can I do? But before I get into what you can do, I want to give you a story about a friend of mine. Now, I won't use the name of this person, but this particular boy was 16 years old and he was getting more and more aggressive at school. He was knocking tables over, he was hitting, he was yelling. It was clear that he was really out of control and things were getting worse. So much so that my friend had a meeting with with the school, the district, the superintendent, and they were saying, "Listen, this isn't going to work. He can't come to school here." Now, while all of this was happening, her son, who is nonverbal, he has a couple of words here and there, and most of it is echolalia, which means he hears something and he'll repeat it. Well, for whatever reason, on this day that they were all meeting and her son was in the room, somehow he squeaked out, "What about my needs?" And that was um, I guess, a direct line from a movie that he had seen. What about my needs? So he was, and the mom knew right away that that's where he had gotten that. But it made the mom stop and think, "Oh my gosh, here we are talking around him, talking about him, what the school needs, what the school can have and can't have." And here her son was saying, "What about my needs?" Now, fast forward 3 years, because that was 3 years ago. He's now 19, and their lives are completely and totally different. And they're completely and totally different because this mother and father had the wherewithal to seek out an alternative way, alternative answers to this problem. And what they found was a program called RPM, or Rapid Prompting Method. And I cannot emphasize enough how important RPM is and how life-changing it's been for nonverbal or minimally verbal kids. Now, I get a lot of feedback from people saying, "Oh, that's facilitated communication. It's not real. Be wary." I could not disagree more. I have witnessed it firsthand with many kids. And, a lot of people, the argument is, for those of you that don't know what rapid prompting method is you have a letter board, which is an alphabet, A to Z, and you have the child point to the words and spell their response. And what I have seen in this population is nothing short of miraculous. These kids are not only tuned in and intelligent, they have insights and ideas that will blow your mind. I'm like so blown away with this population, because on the outside they seem so profoundly affected, but their inner world is mind blowing. I can't emphasize that enough. So when a child is frustrated, when they are getting more aggressive and more out of control, ask yourself this question: what is it that they are, what is the need that they are not getting met? What is it that they need that they are not getting? Because anytime there is frustration or anger, especially in a nonverbal child or a minimally verbal child, then you can bet that the people in their environment or something in their environment is so off skew to who they are, meaning they could be very intelligent or have high intellect or moderate intellect, and the people around him believe that they have a kindergarten level or preschool level, and they treat them as such. So what I've seen time and time again with this population is they are so much more capable than the people around them believe they are, and they just get so frustrated because they are living in a body that cannot cooperate with what their mind knows. So in response to that, what should you do to a child that is getting more and more frustrated and aggressive? Seek out a way to communicate with that child. Look at RPM. It's SOMA, SOMA. She has an organization called HALO, HALO. She's in Texas. Mind blowing, life changing stuff here. And just as an aside, to show you how powerful RPM is, my friend that had the 16-year-old that we're talking about actually went to her school district with a couple of videotapes of not only her son, but some other kids that had been doing RPM, and blew them away. tears from the superintendents and the teachers. I had no idea that your child was so capable. And long story short, she now has single-handedly brought RPM into the school district, into the public school district. Now, two other schools are starting to adopt it, and it's spreading. So the point is, seek to understand. There's always a reason for behaviors and aggression. I hope you like the answer to this question. Jump on over to AndreaLabuti.com. That's my website. Growing group of people that are looking at autism from a totally different vantage point, because these kids are here to shake things up, and I am really glad to be a part of it. Thank you.